Hello guys and welcome back to another video. In today's video I will be taking this 2022 Toyota Tacoma on a POV test drive. This one is the SR trim. There is 6 trims to choose from, and this one is the 4-wheel drive version, and it is the access cab. You could get the Tacoma in access cab or double cab, but let's go ahead and take this Toyota Tacoma access cab on a POV test drive and see how it does. Alright, so here is the interior of this 2022 Toyota Tacoma SR. As I said, there are 6 trims to choose from. There is the SR, SR5, TRD Sport, TRD Off-Road, TRD Pro, and the Limited. So there are 6 trims to choose from, and this one is the base trim. So let's go ahead and take it on a test drive and see how it does. Before we do that, I just want to go ahead and show you the backup camera. Backup camera resolution is actually not too bad, but when you turn the steering, the lines do not move. So I really wish that the lines moved. And the design overall looks okay. It's a Tacoma at the end of the day, and this is the base trim, so that's completely fine. Alright, so driving this 2022 Toyota Tacoma drives okay, and the seating position is very good, but something that I really don't like is the fact that I cannot lower or raise the seat. So I think that's the only thing I really don't like about the seating position of this Tacoma. The visibility is very good, the windows are nice and big, and the hood is long, and yeah, overall I feel very high off the ground, and I really like the seating position, but I just wish I could adjust the seat a little bit lower. Other than that, this thing drives nice and smooth. This one is equipped with the 2.7 4-cylinder engine, and it does have a 6-speed automatic transmission. You could get the Tacoma in a 4-cylinder or a V6, or you could get it in a double cab or access cab. So this one is the access cab, which basically means a door and a half. If you get the double cab, it will be 2 full doors. By the way, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, and does have a 7-inch screen. Climate controls are very easy to use, and everything is very basic in this truck. Nothing is crazy. Even this right here is plastic, very cheap plastic. This whole thing right here is wrapped in that in leather wrap. Feels okay, and steering wheel has an okay design to it. I've noticed that the fan is a little bit on the higher side, like it's a little bit on the louder side. The AC is nice and cold though, and as I said, seeing out of this truck is very, very easy. So this Tacoma definitely needs a redesign, because it does look very, very old. I think Toyota been making this Tacoma for over 10 years now. We're gonna go ahead and hop on the highway, and we'll see how this 2.7 will do. I did put it in sport mode. So this 2.7 is responsive. The transmission downshifted twice, and it just took forever to accelerate, but this 2.7 is not too bad, but the transmission is a little bit on the slower side. Normal mode, RPMs go down. When you put it in sport mode, they go up, and there is plus and minus, so you could downshift and upshift. And for some reason it wasn't upshifting when I was changing gears. But yeah, anyways, this 2.7 four-cylinder engine is alright. It does produce 159 horsepower and 180 pound-feet of torque. I really wish that this engine produced a little bit more horsepower and torque. And what's crazy is that the MPG numbers are not really the best. 19 in the city, 22 highway, and 20 combined. I really wish that the MPG numbers were better on this four-cylinder engine. The mirrors are nice and big, and seeing out of the back is good. But something that I don't like is the fact that there is a good amount of plastic in this Tacoma, and the plastic feels a little bit on the cheaper side. And the steering wheel has an okay design to it. It's not wrapped in leather in this base trim, and it does have a Toyota Safety Sense, which basically is the safety features. It does have the lane keeping assist, emergency braking. I'm not sure if this one actually has adaptive cruise control. Yes, it does have adaptive cruise control, which is nice. And it does have the lane keeping assist button. So on the highway, this truck is actually nice and quiet, which I did not expect. And I actually can't really hear any wind noise or road noise. Brakes feel alright. The brake pedal has a nice bite to it. And yeah, it feels nice and solid, nothing crazy. This 2.7 is very sluggish. I really wish I was a little bit more responsive. And this 6-speed automatic transmission does not help at all. The steering wheel is a little bit on the heavier side. When driving, it's fine, but around parking lots, it's a little bit heavy, and I really wish that Toyota makes the steering wheel nice and light around parking lots. I'm not sure if it's hydraulic or electric power steering, but from what it seems, I feel like it's hydraulic. So I really wish that Toyota just makes the steering wheel a little bit lighter around parking lots, just to make this truck easier to drive. As I mentioned, it does have Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, 7-inch screen, and I don't mind the screen at all. I think it's a very good size for this base trim. Again, guys, the fan is very, very loud, and I really don't like that. Let's see if I could change actually the mode and see if that helps. We're gonna hop on the highway again. A little bit of body lean. So acceleration is okay. It does need more power for 32,000. I think this 2.7 four-cylinder engine just needs a little bit more power. The truck feels nice and solid on the highway, and I really like the fact that I'm sitting really high. The sitting position is perfect, and the windows are nice and big, as I said. But I really wish that Toyota does some tweaking with this 2.7. Let's go ahead and activate the cruise control. I'm not sure if it has steering assist. I don't think it has a steering assist, but it does have lane keeping assist. So if I touch the lanes, yeah, so it only has lane keeping assist. No steering assist. Adaptive cruise control is available, and the emergency braking, of course. So I'm glad that has some of the safety features for a base trim. Again, guys, for $32,000, it just doesn't feel like a $32,000 truck. It does have the side step, the Predator side steps. I think they are a $650 option, but again, guys, this truck definitely doesn't feel like a $31,000 truck. There's a small LCD screen in the middle. Gauges look okay. Very, very old. It's like something from the early 2000s or mid 2000s. Let's see how it handles on this turn. So, good amount of body lean, which is expected. This is a truck. And the steering wheel, the steering wheel requires me to turn it so much on a turn like this. So on the highway, it is nice and quiet, very comfortable. The seats are comfortable, but I really wish that they were a tiny bit more comfortable for a Toyota. For something like this, people will be driving it a lot, and I really wish that Toyota just made the seats a tiny bit more comfortable. And there is one cup holder right here. There's a storage place right here. Here is the 6-speed automatic transmission shifter. As I said, does have plus and minus. Does have a handbrake, nice storage place, and 2 deep cup holders. So 159 horsepower and 180 pound-feet of torque. Those numbers are okay, but I really wish they were a tiny bit more. I'm glad that there is Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The backup camera looks good, and that 7-inch screen is good. Toyota system is okay. The graphics are a little bit on the older side, very dated, so I'd rather keep it on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. As I said, climate controls are very easy to use. There is the 4-wheel drive controls all the way to the left, and as I said, the gauges look very, very old. And yeah, overall this truck just looks very, very old. It does drive decent, but for $32,000, I think that's expensive for this truck. There is one USB in the bottom. There is one 12-volt. There is 2 USBs inside of this armrest. So there is one USB Type C and Type A. And the storage place is okay. By the way, there's 2 cup holders in the back, and there is a nice big storage place for a phone or other things. And rear view mirror looks okay. It's not too thick, so the bezels are nice and thin. And overall, it's an alright truck. Up here there is some halogen lights. They're very dim, and there's a switch for the light, for the lights up here. There is a glasses holder, SOS, and I really like the fact that I'm sitting high, and it does feel good, but the truck overall just doesn't really feel like a $32,000 truck. Again, guys, plastic, very cheap plastic. The glove box is actually nice and big, so I really like that, but the door feels very, very, very cheap, very light. The phone controls are on the left, voice command, volume controls, and a few controls right here to control that center screen. And yeah, overall the truck just doesn't feel like it's worth the price. Does feel like a solid truck though, and yes, Toyota builds very good cars, but definitely not worth the price. and does have automatic high beam, does have the traction control button right there, and the visor feels nice and solid. There is actually no mirror, which is shocking. I really wish there was at least a mirror. I did not expect a light, but at least a mirror would have been nice. And yeah, overall this truck just doesn't feel like it's worth that price. It does have a few accessories. It does have like the side step. It does have, this one by the way has the convenience package, which basically adds keyless remote for 30,000. I think this should be standard. But anyways guys, I hope you enjoyed this POV test drive of this 2022 Toyota Tacoma SR. If you guys are around and if you guys are interested, make sure to come and see Tim here at Wow Toyota in Wallingford, Connecticut. And if you guys are interested in seeing more videos like this, please like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you next time.